Shalom to the whole flock of Israel, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, West Indians, and Haitians. Gotta give all praises and glory to Yahweh Bahashim Yahushua. The Most High, the Heavenly Father, his Hebrew name is Yahweh. Not Yahweh, not Jehovah, not God, not Elohim, not Most High, not Lord, not Yah, not Jah, not Ahaya, not Allah, not Abba. It's Yahweh. And his only begotten son name in the Hebrew is Yahweh. Not Yahshua, not Yeshua, not Jesus Christos, not Jesus Christ. Not Sarabbas, Christos, not Yeshaya, not Yehoshua. It's Yahushua. So you got to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushua, Bahashim, Rekah, Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elder bishops and elders of Great Millstone who teach well, who are the apostles and elders of all Israel, whether accepted or not. In a sense, his salutation to all the ark and pushing this truth and believing this truth throughout the four winds of the earth, and tell the world, waking up the whole for the elect. Shalom to the Agwal who are listening, learning. If you sisters who are listening, learning. Coming at you on the lesson, the true facts, faith, and edification of the daily edification, Lord, will us be edified. Shalom to the argument, Outwalk tuning in. Shalom, Zaquan, Yahweh Shema, Shab Rakatah. Shalom to the argument, Outwalk, Yahweh Shema, Shab Rakatah. So, I title this lesson, this truth won't be your entertainment for long. And seeing all that's going on in the earth, I was thinking about putting some articles with this. I had a few, but I'm just going to deal with these scriptures straight skin as it is. And we all watching what's going on throughout the four corners of the earth, death, just wickedness. And the Lord say, as we see, as the world wax weaker through wickedness, the words of the Lord is as these guys said that they want to lock up the free thinkers, which they want to lock up those that's exposing them. Is what the article should have said. So as we see the world getting weaker, wickedness is increasing. The words of the Lord will be vanished away soon. So I want to start here. This is second Ezra 6:20. Because most people, most Jake, and as apostles and elders always say, there's 2/3 is more than 1/3. So most people watch this for entertainment. So this second Ezra 6:20. And when the world that shall begin to vanish away shall be finished, then will I show these tokens. The books shall be opened before the firmament, and they shall see all together. Now I was reading this, thinking about how this is worded. It's saying, when the world that shall begin to vanish away shall be finished, then will I show these tokens. And the Lord said, when these devils set their nests amongst the stars, thence will he bring them down. Right? And the apostles go into this a lot about when these devils established the space station, which is in 1969, right? So during that time, you had Elder Abba Bivens on the scene pushing the truth, right? This is when this devil kingdom started to fall, man. So you had these different Great Depressions, right? The Lord started to bring these devils down when they set their nest amongst the stars, which is a space station. So again, it's a second Ezra 6:20. That's when this place started to fall, man. And when the world that shall begin to vanish away shall be finished, then will I show these tokens. You see? So the Lord had these devils to set up the World Wide Web, right? So these tokens can be showed over the whole earth. It said the book shall be open. And when the world that shall begin to vanish away shall be finished, then will I show these tokens. The books shall be open before the firmament, which is the World Wide Web, the unicorn, the internet, and they shall see all together. And the Lord said, when these devils set their nests amongst the stars, thence will he bring them down. So what we've been watching is, let's get this. The world had been waxing worse and worse. That's what the Lord said in Psalm 94:16, who will stand up for him against the workers of iniquity, against the evildoers. This is 2 Ezra 14:13. Now therefore set thine house in order and reprove thy people. Come for such of them as be in trouble and now renounce corruption. So the Lord telling these men to set their house in order, which is your spirit. Let go from the mortal thoughts, cast away the burdens of man, which is the so-called white man got everybody chasing the bag. It's all about the bag. Cast away the burdens of man. What was pushed on us is the ways of Esau, even the so-called white man. When you go to Colossians 2:8, it say, be well lest any man spoil you through philosophers and vain deceits, right? After the tradition of men, after the rudiments of the world. When you look at that word rudiments, it say first principles, essentials, fundamentals, foundations. And the foundations, the first principles, is following the ways of the so-called white man. It said, but not after Hamashiach. So it said, let go from the mortal thoughts, cast away the burdens of man, put off not a weak nature. And what's going on in the earth? You got women, 16, 17-year-old girls want to do powerlifting, man. In school, want to lift weights. But these men run around here in Crocs and skinny jeans, man. Okay? It's saying, set aside the thoughts that are most heavy unto thee, and haste thee to flee from these times, which we supposed to pray to Yahweh Shema Bashah to get us out of here, man. To speed up the time what the Lord said he was going to do anyway. We're supposed to be hastening this also. For yet greater evils than those which thou hast seen happen shall be done hereafter. In the last 5 years, it's been so much death. Rappers, actors, uh, uh, kids turning on their parents, just death in general, man. And if you look at every state in America, just America alone, we ain't talking about going outside of America, just America alone. If you can watch every state has 30, 40 cities. If you can watch every state, if you can watch the news channel in every city in each state, there's hundreds of thousands of people that die every day, man. Every day. The Lord brings judgment every day, all day. All day, man. But it's the grievous deaths. People getting jacked up by teeth of wild beasts, so-called straight bullets. It's all type of death, man. Gruesome, grievous judgments, man. I remember Apostle Gabar used to pull up the video, which they took down, the channel, the gruesome deaths, man. I remember Elder Monatazaba did a lesson one time showing how people dying from selfies, man. Taking selfies. Listen, it say, for yet greater evil than those which thou hast seen happen shall be done hereafter. And it's showing this crazy because that movie, The Knowing, with Nicolas Cage, all them deaths, all them things that was going on, man, the Lord has been judging the earth, man. And it's getting worse. Earthquakes, tsunamis, chemical spills, the GMO foods. Jake just bugging out, killing the whole family, man. Most of them be Edomites, though. They be, them Edomites be having their money in stocks, and they lose their money, and they just say, honey, bring the kids. Sit around the table, and they just, yeah, everybody back in the spiritual realm. It's a lot going on, man. It say, and set aside the thoughts that are most heavy unto thee, and haste thee to flee from these times, for yet greater evil than those which thou hast seen happen shall be done hereafter. A couple years ago, this chick, this chick was at work, wherever she worked at. It had to be some meat processing plant. She fell into the grinder, man. Like she fell into the meat grinder. We brought it out a couple years ago. Every now and then we mention it from time to time. The chick fell into the meat grinder, man. The angel just pushed us right off and just pushed her right on in the meat grinder, man. Grievous judgment. And the angels just sitting back waiting for the Lord to get them to go ahead, man. It say, for yet greater evil than those which thou hast seen happen, shall be done hereafter. For look how much the world shall be weaker through age. And I'm linking this to the second Ezra 6 and 20, man. Because the Lord say that the world shall vanish away, then the book shall be open, you shall see these tokens. So it say, it say, for look how much the world shall be weaker through age, so much the more shall evils increase upon them that dwell therein. So let's go back to this second Ezra 6 and 20. Because as these devils set their nests amongst the stars, that's when the Lord started to bring these devils down, man. That's when America was for the downfall. Again, second Ezra 6 and 20. And when the world that shall begin to vanish away shall be finished, then will I show these tokens. The book shall be opened before the firmament, and they shall see all together. So as these devils set up their nest amongst the stars, the Lord already had Abba Bibbins on the scene, man. You had these crashes, these whatever 1920 crash and the Great Depression, all this. The Lord started bringing this place down, man. And we were watching everything wax worse as the days go by, man. This place is trash, man. Garbage, defiled, man. There's no morals, there's no integrity in Babylon the Great, man. None, save the hopeful elect, man. So this is Jeremiah 51 and 60. Listen to this. So Jeremiah wrote in a book all the evil that shall come upon Babylon. And in 2nd Ezra 6 and 20, again it reads, it say, when the world that shall begin to vanish away shall be finished, then will I show these tokens. The books shall be opened before the firmament, and they shall see all together. So the Lord had these devils to create the World Wide Web, the unicorn, the internet. Even King David said, and I think it's Psalm 22, I think it is, if I'm mistaken, the Lord heard me from the unicorn, man. Okay? Lord had these devils to set this up so this truth can go out through the four corners of the earth. As the earth is waxing worse and worse, the truth, the words of Yahweh Shema Shai is getting stronger and stronger as the earth is waxing weaker and weaker, man. That's called balance. Proverbs 11 and 1, Proverbs 16 and 11. The Lord is a just balance, man. As the earth is waxing weaker, the truth is waxing stronger, man. So this is Jeremiah 51 and 60. So Jeremiah wrote in the book all the evil that shall come upon Babylon. Even all these words that are written against Babylon. And Jeremiah said to Sariah, when thou comest to Babylon and shall see and shall read all these words, all you slow-bellied niggas out there that take this truth for entertainment, just wait for it, man. Watch how Yahweh Shema Shai work on you slow-bellied niggas, man. And Jeremiah said to Sariah, when thou comest to Babylon and shall see and shall read all these words, then should thou say, O Yahweh, that has spoken against this place to cut it off, that none shall remain in it. So this ain't talking about ancient Babylon over there in Iraq, because it's people in it right now. Business going on right now over there in Iraq, man. The ancient Babylon. It said that none shall remain in it, neither man nor beast, but that it shall be desolate forever. And it shall be, when thou hast made an end of reading this book, that thou shalt bind a stone to it and cast it into the midst of Euphrates, which is, Euphrates represent the Mississippi River now, man. It say, verse 64, and thou shalt say, thus shall Babylon sink, Revelation 18, right? And shall not rise from the evil that I will bring upon her, and they shall be weary. Thus far are the words of Jeremiah. So, this Babylon, when it fall, it would never rise again. Now I say, Salakia. You know, we got brothers going live or posting scriptures, posting lessons. So again, it say, and Jeremiah said to Sarai, when thou comest to Babylon and shall see it, and shall read all these words. It say, verse 63 say, and it shall be when thou hast made an end, when thou hast made an end of reading this book. And if this is not so about being Babylon the Great, remember what the Lord said to Daniel in Daniel 12 and 1, in Daniel chapter 12, that he was going to come back in the end time, right, and stand in his lot and read this book again. It said the same thing about John the Revelator in Revelations chapter 10, right? That he's gonna have to come back and prophesy before many tongues, nations, and kingdoms. So this ain't that, man. This is the last time the words of Yahweh Shema Shai will be pushed through the four corners of the earth, and then shall the end come. This place, after this, it's the laws, statutes, and commandments gonna be in us. We ain't gonna have to read the scripture no more. Therefore, we ain't in no new covenant, man. That's stupid. And it shall be when thou hast made an end of reading this book. Now, this is Jeremiah. Hey, these prophets is back here today, man. They back here right now. Whoever they are, man, they are back now, man. And it shall be when thou hast made an end of reading this book, that thou shalt bind a stone to it and cast into the midst of Euphrates. Precept to that, Revelation 18 and 21. What the Lord told the angel? Let's read it. And a mighty angel took up a stone like a great millstone and cast it into the sea, saying, thus with violence shall the great city Babylon be thrown down and shall be found no more at all. See? So you go back in Jeremiah 51, again it say, so Jeremiah wrote in the book, all the evil, he just said with violence, shall Babylon be thrown down in Revelation 18, right? Thus with violence. And we was bringing this up. When you read in Matthew 11, the Lord said, the kingdom of heaven suffered violence, right? The kingdom of heaven is you so-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans, West Indians, and Haitians. The kingdom of heaven suffered violence, and the violent took it by force. So how's the Lord going to take these Edomites' kingdom? By force, man. Yahushua is coming back with force. The same way they took us down from the Greeks to the Romans to Babylon, the same way Yahweh Shema Shai is going to take them down, man. It said the kingdom of heaven suffered violence, and the violent took it by force, man. Yahweh Shai is coming back to take these devils' crowns, each and every one of these heathen nations' crowns, by force, man. It says, so Jeremiah wrote in the book all the evil that shall come upon Babylon, even all these words that are written against Babylon. And Jeremiah said to Sariah, when thou comest to Babylon and shall see what? The Lord say, that, hey, they shall see all together in 2 Ezra 6 and 20, because the book shall be open before the firmament, man. And we are seeing everything that goes on. And the earth is waxing weaker. It's vanishing away, but the truth is flourishing and being stronger and stronger by the day, by the minute, man. It say, when thou comest to Babylon and shall see and shall read all these words. So, hey, we coming back in that lot, man. Habakkuk 2, that they may run their readeth it. Then shalt thou say, O Yahweh, that has spoken against this place to cut it off, that none shall remain in it, neither man nor beast, but it shall be desolate forever. Forever, ever, forever, ever. This is 2 Ezra chapter 5 and 1. It reads, nevertheless, as come in the tokens, behold, the day shall come, that they which dwell upon earth shall be taken in great number. What's going on right now? The Lord just jacked up 40,000 people, and it started with 3,700 in the earthquake, man. That was a mudslide a few years ago, maybe about 3-4 years ago, in Africa that killed 1,000 people at one time, man. Them fires that's been hit jacking up California. Oh, it was a fire in Turkey, Greece. It was Greece a few years ago. I did a lesson on it. It was 25 people that died. They had to hold hands in a circle because they couldn't get around the fire, man. And they all hold hands and died together, man. The Lord been jacking Jacob in numbers. The 10 people that died that grocery store a little while ago. The Lord been taking people's in numbers. Oh, I did a lesson on this plane that crashed a few months ago. Some Chinese plane. There was 145 people on there, man. This how the Lord been getting down, but nobody paying attention to this, man, because the so-called white man has gave you social media so you can be your own idol, or you can go do whatever. So if you ain't dealing with Facebook and Instagram, go get you some weed. It's legal. Go smoke you some weed to keep you around here hallucinating and bugged out. Or if that ain't your forte, then hey, go watch some sports. Go watch sports. You got sports, Instagram, drugs, and all these are distractions. And on top of that, this devil got people that sold out, that took the bag to keep you with the feel good message, man. While the real truth is waxing stronger and stronger, they got sold out, sell out, slow belly niggas that's telling you this feel good garbage, man. But at the same time, this devil is trying to kill many of us as possible because they know that we have that DNA of Yahweh in us, man. We have that royal bloodline. And they can't, the only way they can alter it is by you drinking a Capri Sun. And they take away your God gene. Their job is to kill many of us as possible, man. And they got Jake distracted. If you ask me, all these guys, oh, unity, man, that's distractions to keep brothers from going into heavy topics about prophecy playing out. This is about prophecy, man. And you got slow-bellied niggas out here talking about the MOTB is sin, unity camps. To me, those are distractions to try to keep Jake from going into prophecy, because these devils is digging deep to take away your soul, man, to make you follow them into a ditch, man. But anyway, 2 Ezra 5:1, nevertheless is coming the tokens. Behold, the days shall come that they which dwell upon earth shall be taken in great number, and the way of truth shall be hidden. You slow belly niggas out here, hey, taking this truth for entertainment. The way of truth shall be hidden, and the land shall be barren of faith. Just wait for it. Yahweh Shema Shai is working, been working, but iniquity shall be increased above that which now thou seest. And we done saw a lot of things. We done saw a lot of gruesome judgments, but we ain't seen nothing, man. Because Jeremiah 25:33, it reads, there shall be dead bodies from one end of the earth even to the other, man. But iniquity shall be increased above that which now thou seest, or that thou hast heard long ago. And we heard some terrible things that went on in the 70s and the 80s and the 90s. Ain't nothing, man. In the land that thou seest now to have root, shall thou see wasted suddenly. And what we see every day, wasted suddenly, man. Everybody is bugged out. Everybody high. Everybody is high and walking around with their heads down in their phone, man. Nobody is watching. Nobody is watching these prophecies, these tokens, man. This is verse 9. It reads, and salt waters shall be found in sweet. This is after the faith, the truth shall be hidden. It's saying salt waters shall be found in the sweet, and all friends shall destroy one another. And that's in Isaiah 9. And when it says a man shall not spare his brother, that's also in Zechariah 14. It say, and all friends shall destroy one another. This is happening right now, man. You got guys, women that hang out and they wind up. Oh, the two Judite chicks that went on the boat trip, the little boat ride with these Edomite women, and what happened? They killed both of the sisters, man. I don't know if you remember. That wasn't too long ago, man. Maybe a year or so ago. Jake hanging out with these Edomites, and you become the game. It say 2 Ezra 5:9, and all friends shall destroy one another. Then shall wit hide itself, and understanding withdraweth itself into her secret chambers. In those secret chambers, these elect men. That's why it says, say, 14, set down house in order. Because it tell you in what is that Wisdom of Solomon that wickedness should not enter into malicious soul, man. So that when wit hide itself, again it say, then shall wit hide itself, and understanding withdraw itself into his secret chamber. See, it's gonna be these men of the Lord, man. And it say, and shall be sought of many, Amos 8 and 11, which I'm going to read, and shall be sought of many, and yet not be found. Why? Because the Lord said he's going to hide his men. Then shall unrighteousness and incontinency be multiplied upon earth. See? And then shall unrighteousness and incontinency be multiplied upon earth. Hold on. In Amos chapter 5 and 13, it said, "We're gonna hide itself, man." And Jake around here playing games because the truth is entertainment. Hey, it's so many great Millstone videos getting pumped out. Ain't nobody, hey, they watching YouTube, man. Watching this entertainment. This truth is entertainment, man. Jake ain't being watching shows. Jake is being watching the truth, but it's entertainment. It say Amos 5 and 13. Therefore, the prudent shall keep silent in that time. What time? Jacob's trouble, for it is an evil time. Evil, bad time, man. Okay? It's going to be a horrifying, horrific time on earth, man. And all you slow belly niggas out there that taking this truth for entertainment, just wait for it, man. Watch it. How about Shema shot working the earth, man? So back in Second Ezra 5 and 9, it reads, Jake think this is a game, man. But this is life and death, man. It's a Second Ezra 5 and 10. Verse 9. Then shall wit hide itself, and understanding withdraw itself into his secret chamber, and shall be sought of many, Amos 8 and 11, and yet not be found. Then shall unrighteousness and incontinency be multiplied upon earth. Let's get this word incontinency real quick. Just to see what it say. Let's see here. So it say incontinency. Let me see. I don't know why they won't give it to me. Hold on. Let's go back. It say incontinent. It's a unable to voluntary control retention. It's a of urine or feces in the body. It's a lacking self-restraint, not being under control. That's the point. Ain't gonna be no control, man. They say it's a unrighteousness and incontinency. So the unrighteousness is gonna be out here. It ain't gonna have no control over it. And what's that? Second Ezra 16, 15, one of them, it say that shall be sedition among men, invading one another. Neighbors shall spoil neighbors. So it ain't gonna be stopped, man. You ain't gonna be able to stop the unrighteousness that's going on in the earth, man. Lacking self-restraint. And even though you and that's happening right now. Cause Jake talking about, I can't stop eating pork. It is just so good. I can't stop. The one Jake came to camp last weekend, Northern Kingdom. We were telling him like, you gotta stop eating pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster. He was like, man, that's gonna be hard to do. Well, guess what? Jay gonna keep saying that until your harvest shall return, or until you be eaten by some wild beasts, or somebody gonna be eating on you, man. You gonna keep saying, I'm working on it. I'm working on it. Give me some more time. Listen, man. Time is running out. So let's go back a second here. Jake, this is a game, man. This ain't no game, man. But you can take it for a game. If that's how you feel, go ahead. So it says 2 Ezra 5 and 10, and shall be sought of many. It said is verse 9, then shall wit hide itself, and understanding withdraw itself into his secret chamber. Who is the his? Isaiah 32 and 2. And a man shall be as in hiding place, man. It says, shall be sought of many, and yet not be found. Then shall unrighteousness and incontinency be multiplied upon the earth. So the unrighteousness that's coming, the evil time, it can't be controlled, man. Incontinency means to have no restraint, can't control it, man. It's a one land also shall ask another and say, is righteousness that maketh a man righteous gone through thee? And it shall say, no. At the same time, shall men hope, but nothing obtain. They shall labor, but their ways shall not prosper. To show thee such tokens, I have leave, and if thou wilt pray again and weep as now, and fast even days, thou shalt hear yet greater things. Man, and this is going to play out in real time, man. And Jake think this is truth is entertainment. But it's okay though. It's okay. Because we ain't mad at you. That's the Lord. This is Ezekiel. Jake think this is a game, man. This truth is vanishing away. These devils said, the article came out some months ago. They said, brothers did lessons on it. I did a lesson on it. These devils said they got to stop these conspiracy theories that say that the Rothschilds and the Rockefellers and George Soros is these type of guy that controlling what goes on in the earth. Then here's another article, and I keep it in my phone. This slow belly, creepy, sleepy, mashed potato brain Joe said that if you got family, if you got family that's in these radicalized groups, point them out. Okay? He said that. I got the article on my phone. I bring it out from time to time, man. I pinned it to my phone, so I always have it. This devil said, if you got family members that's in these radicalized groups, point them out. And the scriptures say your family is going to turn you in, man. Now here's a new article saying they need to lock up truth thinkers or free thinkers. Now they talking about locking up, oh, what is that? Revelation 12 and 17? And the dragon was wroth with the woman and went to make war with the remnant. He don't care about you slow belly niggas out here that's popping pills, sipping lean and smoking weed. They had those that having the testimony that's standing in great boldness, man. That Isaiah 13 and 2, the Lord said, lift you up a banner on a high mountain. Those that standing in great boldness, man. Yahweh said, who will stand for me against the workers of iniquity, man? They had those men. They ain't at these niggas that's bugged out, around here killing each other, popping other men's women, on weed, pop pills, clubbing and thugging it, man. The so-called white man don't care about them, man. They already got them. This is Ezekiel 3 and 24. Then the spirit entered into me. Let me read up. Ezekiel 3 and 23. Then I arose and went forth into the plain, and behold, the glory of the Lord stood there, as the glory which I saw by the river Shabar, and I fell on my face. Then the spirit entered into me and set me up upon my feet. What the Lord say? Who will stand for him against the workers of iniquity, man? On your feet. And spake with me and said unto me, go, shut thyself within thy house. And we mentioned this. Hey, when they shut down in 2020, me and the brothers thought that was it, man. We was like, the water y'all about Shema Bashar, call y'all about Shema Bashar. Hey, cause me and the head brother of the camp, they took our jobs away, man. We like, okay, this is finna pop off, man. It's finna pop off. It's like verse 25. But thou, son of man, behold, they shall put bands upon thee and shall bind thee with them. Who? The whole elect with the 2/3. it say, and thou shalt not go out among them. So we were like, okay, it say, and shall bind thee with them. We always locked up in the crib, couldn't go nowhere. The wicked and the righteous, or the hopeful elect and the wicked. We was all shut up together. It say, and I will make thy tongue cleave to the roof of thy mouth. But then we're like, okay, because we were still able to go on. We had to do our account videos on StreamYard. So we were like, nah, this ain't, it sound good, but this ain't it. And I will make thy tongue to cleave to the roof of thy mouth. Because when that's it, Amos 5:13, which I just read, ain't going to be no more nothing, man. And if you ain't with, hey, if you ain't shut up with that man at that time, it's going to be over, man. It say, and when I make thy tongue cleave to the roof of thy mouth, that thou shalt be dumb and shall not be to them a reprover, for they are rebellious house. Hey, if you ain't shut up at that time with the righteousness, you through. But I will speak with thee, I will open thy mouth, and thou shalt say unto them, the last speech. Thus saith the Lord power. He that heareth, let him hear, and he that forbeareth, let him forbear, for they are rebellious house. And when you read this, if you go to Isaiah 32, it say, he that heareth, let him hear. Because in Isaiah 32:3, it reads this. It reads, and the ears of them that see shall not be dim, and the ears of Salakia, and the eyes of them that see shall not be dim, and the ears of them that hear shall hearken. See, the hopeful elect, listen to these men. So let's get this. This is Ezekiel, also chapter 7, verse 25. Jay think this is a game, man, but this is serious, man. Ezekiel 7:25, it reads, destruction cometh, and they shall seek peace, and there shall be none. Mischief shall come upon mischief, and rumor shall be upon rumor. Then shall they seek a vision of the prophet, but the law shall perish from the priest, and the counsel from the ancients. It's gonna be hidden, man. Which shall hide itself. The king shall mourn, right? And when you read in Jeremiah 15:43, it said the king of Babylon have heard the report of them, and his hands wax feeble, man. They trembling right now. It said the king shall mourn, and the prince shall be clothed with desolation, and the hands of the people of the land shall be troubled. I will do unto them after their way, and according to their deserts will I judge them, and they shall know that I am Yahweh. Because the Lord is about to magnify his name in the earth, man. And everybody gonna know when this place, when Jacob Trouble is out here, and you running from some tiger or from some lion. Man, what does this pop up, man? When you out here running, oh man, I don't know what happened. Anyway, let's get this word. You got this pop up on the screen. You out here running from some tiger or some jaguar. Listen, man, you're gonna know that that's from the Lord, man. So this is man, what is this, man? So this is the word deserts. It's a judgment. Hold on. Let's read it again. Let's read it again before I get the word. Lord, cold, man. So is Ezekiel 7:27. It reads, I will do unto them after their way, and according to their deserts will I judge them, and they shall know that I am Yahweh. So let's get this word. Man. And Jake don't see it, man. And that's what the Lord say. He's going to come like a thief in the night. Judgments. Oh, what's that? Ecclesiastes 9 and 12. It say that 2/3 is gonna be taken in the evil net, and it's gonna fall suddenly upon them, man.
Strong's H 4941. Mishpat. Mishpat.
So it's a judgment, justice, ordinance, act of deciding a case, justice, right, judgment, man, judgment, a verdict. It's a verdict, favorable or unfavorable, especially a sentence or formal decree. So the judgment, man, disposing, determination, crime. You see, adversary, charge, penalty. Jake, this is a game, man. So let's get this other precept. This is this is Amos 8 and 11. Just meditating on this things happening, man. And how Jake think this is entertainment, man. And it's sad, but they think this is entertainment, man. Yeah, brother, we all gonna be hated. Yeah, we all gonna be hated because of this truth, man. And family members first, man. And the Lord said in Luke 12 and 51, verse 53, that it shall be three in one house. It shall be five in one house, three against two, and two against three, man. Oh, even Michael said it in Michael 7. There's separation, man, because their deeds is evil, man. And our people, that's why the Lord said you got to start at the house of Israel in 1 Peter 4 and 17, man. Because they look at you like you some cult demon worshiper, man. And all you telling them is, thus saith the Lord, man. And you trying to tell them that everything we was taught in religion, whatever Christianity denomination you in, they lied to us, man. And I'm from deep down in the south of Mississippi, deep in the dark hole of Mississippi, man. And these devils, Jake, is bugged out, man. Negro spirituals, man. Come from a line of spiritual deacons and bishops. And them niggas is bugged out, man. My whole father's side is bugged out, man. Bugged out, man. This Amos 8 and 11. Behold, the days come. But that's everybody family, man. Mother's side and your father's side. And I mentioned this a lot, man. Our parents lied to us, man. Because the so-called white man beat it into him, man. And when you got Stockholm syndrome, and that's in Isaiah 30 and 12, the Lord say, our people trust in oppression, man. What else could you do? That's why Big Mama and them always keep your mind down, play your mind to the system, and you could be like the so-called white man. You know, I'm trying to be like Yahweh Shema Shah. Screw these devils, man. Amos 8 and 11. Our parents lied to us, man. I don't care who you is out there. You get offended, hey, take it up with the Lord, man. All our parents lied to us, man. I don't care if you born and raised from the suburbs or you came from the slums. Our parents lied to us, man. They lied. Our great grandparents and grandparents, they lied to us, man. They lied to us. Each and every one of us, man. Because they had niggas eating spam and bacon. Amos 8 and 11. Behold, the days come, saith Yahweh, Bashim Yahweh power, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst of water, but of hearing the words of the Lord. And at the same time, while there will be a famine of bread and a thirst for water, hey, this truth is going to be taken away, man. So the Lord is taking them in the Lord cold. Because in Isaiah 3 and 1, the Lord say He's going to take away the stay and the staff, the whole stay of bread and the whole stay of water. And He taking the truth. So what you going to have? You ain't going to have no food. You ain't going to have this truth. You just going to be through. And niggas, slow-bellied niggas think this is a game, man. Because they lazy. Slow belly just mean lazy. Niggas don't want to go look nothing up, man. It's saying they shall wander from sea to sea, going from one people to another. I read in 2 Ezra 5. It said one land shall ask another land, is truth in thee? No. And they shall wander from sea to sea, and from north even to the east, they shall run to and fro to seek the word of Yahweh, and shall not find it. In that day shall the fair virgins and young men faint for thirst. Of what? This truth. Because this is the real waters, man. This is the real waters. And when you go to Micah, these guys that's lying to you, let me show you something. This is Micah 3. Let's start at 5. This is Micah 3 and 5. It reads, Thus saith Yahweh concerning the prophets that make my people err, that bite with their teeth and cry peace, and he that putteth not into their mouths what? This truth, the thirst, the water. It said in the fair virgin and young men shall faint for thirst. What? This waters, man. It say, and he that putteth not into their mouths, they even prepare war against him. So the congregation of T.D. Snakes and Thelflo Dollar and Geno Jennings and Pastor Brian and Al Sharpton and Jesse Jackass, they whole congregations, man, is going to turn on them. Your local pastors, all your favorite Israelite camps, the congregation going to turn on them. Who? Them that what? And he that put them not into their mouths, they even prepare war against him. So your congregation going to turn on you, man. They're going to turn on you, man. Verse 6 reads, Therefore, night shall be unto you, that ye shall have that you shall not have a vision, as it said in Ezekiel 7 and 26, man. And it shall be dark upon you, that ye shall not divine, and the sun shall go down over the prophets, you them lying bastards, and the day shall be dark over them. Then shall the seers be ashamed, and the diviners confounded. And they can confound it now. Because we still wait on the answer. How can you purchase with seeing? If seeing is the MOTB. Yeah, they shall all cover their lips. And they tell you that in Sirach 5. If you don't got the answer, be quiet, man. Put your hand over your mouth, it say in Sirach chapter 5. If you don't know the answer, put your hand over your mouth and be quiet. Just say you don't know. Then shall the seers be ashamed, and the diviners confounded. Yeah, they shall all cover their lips, for there is no answer of God. You're going to be confounded, man. And this happening right now. Because nobody teaches sound doctrine, but the apostles, elder bishops, and elders, and brothers of great millstone, and those that teach the same sound doctrine, man. So, there's some points I want to make. I was just thinking about that Jeremiah 51, about when the Lord told, when Jeremiah told Sariah after the end of reading the book, bound a stone to it and cast into the sea. We are still reading the scriptures, man. This ain't talking about ancient Babylon. This is Babylon the Great, North America. And these prophecies are still going forth, man. The Lord say the books shall be opened before the firmament. And Jake think this is entertainment, man. Well, that's good. That's thus saith the Lord, man. It's supposed to be entertainment to most. To the masses, the sound doctrine is supposed to be entertainment, man. So, Lord willing, this is edifying. The water between the end. Gotta give all praises and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rikah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and the bishops and elders of Great Millstone who teach well, who are the apostles and elders of all of Israel, ready accepted and not. And a sincere salutation to all the ark and pushing this truth and believing this truth throughout the four winds of the earth, the entire world, waking up the whole elect, and shalom to the Akwath who are listening and learning. if your sisters who are listening and learning. I'm gonna get this last precept that the brother had put up there, Luke 21, dealing with family members. I want to read this. This is Luke 21 and 15. And that's what all these guys like Focal Malone and James White and Michael Brown and G-Man and Jesus the Word and E.J. Love, all these slow-bellied demons, heathens and Jacobite that came against the truth, man. The thus saith the Lord, man. Luke 21:15, for I will give you a mouth and wisdom. For I will give you a mouth and wisdom. Who? The hopeful men of Israel, which all your adversaries shall not be able to gainsay nor resist. Why not? Because the Lord said, this is a heritage of servants. And they can't do nothing but scoff. And you know what happened? When you lose a debate, you become a scoffer, man. You become a hater of Yahweh Shema Shah. Because you ain't hating the men that's pushing the gospel, the 100% unfiltered, unadulterated truth. You hate Yahweh Shema Shah, man. Isaiah 54:17. Thus saith the Lord, no weapon that is formed against thee shall prosper. Physical or spiritual, it ain't gonna work. And every tongue that rise against thee in judgment, thou shalt condemn. Luke 21:15, the Lord said he gave us a mouth and wisdom. Huh? And every tongue that rise against thee in judgment. You don't want to hear rebuke? Well, thus saith the Lord, man. You're going to get it. This ain't no time to be partying and joining together, man, with different doctrines. And every tongue that shall rise against thee in judgment, thou shalt condemn. With what? With the mouth and wisdom the Lord gave us. This is the heritage of servants of Yahweh, and their righteousness is of me, saith the Lord. So when you read 1 Thessalonians 4:8, the Lord said, you don't despise, you don't despise us, you despise the Lord who have also given unto us his Holy Spirit, man. So you got slow-bellied niggas saying this and that, and they can't prove none of that garbage with scripture. Get away from them, man. So the Lord gave us a spiritual power through the words, man. This is how power starts, man. Hey, so again, the Walla for tuning in. May Yahweh Shema shall continue blessing your houses. Stay prayed up. Wah, abba, abba.